Now another question. The bichromatic light of wavelength 4500 angstroms, another wavelength is 6000 angstroms. Find where the maxima of two waves coincide. Then d is equals to 1 meter and small d is equals to 1 millimeter. Okay, the two bichromatic lights. The up to whatever we have discussed the sums, that is the monochromatic lights. By here bichromatic lights, the two wavelengths are there. In these two wavelengths, these two waves are superimposed at what distance, means which number it should be coincide, and what is the position of the interference, position of the p value we have to discuss. Already we have discussed based on this one bichromatic light, the wavelength, the d and d, small d are the constant. That time what is the formula? Already the formula is that n1 upon n2 is equals to lambda 2 upon lambda 1. Here the lambda 2 is 6000 angstroms upon 4500 angstroms. Angstrom will cancel, 0 0, 2 zeros will be cancelled. 60 upon me, it is a 15 4, 15 3. n1 upon n2 is equals to 4 upon 3. Here, what is the value? n1 is equals to 4 and n2 is equals to 3. Here the waves are coincide, the fourth bright fringe and the third bright fringes, it will be coincide. Now we will check the values, it is coincide or not. That means answer is 4 by 3 is the answer. Now we will check it, these two values, it is equal or not. According to this way, n1 is equals to 4, the lambda value is, lambda 1 is 4500 angstrom. n2 is equals to 3 and the lambda 2 is equals to 6000 angstroms. Now I am taking, therefore, this is our fourth value. Now the fourth bright fringe, why? Because it is a maximum. Fourth bright fringe, the 4 lambda capital D upon small d. Here the 4 into lambda 1 is it is a lambda 1 we can write. The lambda 1 is equals to 4000 into 10 to the power of minus 8. This is a 500 into 1 meter divided by 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Here the value is, if I get 418 into, it is a plus 4. After what will happen? 10 to the power of minus 5. Here if you take this value 1.8 millimeter. The fourth bright fringe is 1.8 millimeter. Here the second wavelength also we have to get the same value. Then only it should be coincide. Now we will go for third bright fringe is equals to 3 into lambda capital D upon small d. Then here 3 into lambda 2. This value is lambda 2. Lambda 2 is equals to 6 into 10 to the power of minus 7 into 1 upon 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Here 18 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Third bright fringe is equals to 1.8 millimeter. Mean this different wavelength, the third bright fringe and fourth bright fringe are coincide. Okay, this is a sum to get the value. Based on this only we will solve the sums. Now take a note down. Now we solve the homework. First one given NC double slit 500 and 5000 angstroms. We have to find the fifth bright fringe, difference of the fifth bright fringe to third dark fringe, and fringe width, linear fringe width, angular fringe width, the number of bright fringes and the number of dark fringes. With the same pattern, the same value is given 4000 angstroms. Find the fifth bright fringe, third bright fringe, and the second dark fringe. Here the beta, again we have to find the angular linear fringe weight and angular fringe weight. Here this angular and linear fringe weight we have to find in terms of radian. Already we have discussed it here, no? That also radian, and the number of bright fringes and dark fringes. After that, again 6000 angstroms, the angular fringe width of 10th maxima we have to find out, and after the 10th maximum in radian, the separation between the two adjacent minimas. Then after the Young's double slit experiment performed in A, the value is given, angular fringe width is 0.2 radian, we got it. The whole setup is immersed in water. The water of refractive index is 4/3. Find the angular fringe weight in water. Then Young's double slit experiment. Here angular fringe weight is given 1 degree and angular wavelength is 589 nanometer. The find the slit separation. Slit separation means small d value we have to find out. Now the monochromatic light. The two waves are there. In the Young's double slit experiment, 7800 angstroms and 5200 angstroms. Find the value of nth bright fringe due to the red coincide with nth plus 1 bright band due to blue color. Now we have to find out what is the value of n and n plus 1 value we have to find out. Already we have discussed based on this formula, n1 upon n2 equals to lambda 1 upon lambda 2. The substitute the values, then you will get the all homeworks. If you are having any doubt, then you can ask me. Note down the homework. Now we are going to discuss about lateral shift. What is a lateral shift? Because the lateral shift means by using an optical beam. We are using an optical beam, because of that the lateral shift means this p value is changes. That change we have to discuss. That change we can say lateral shift, or we can say lateral displacement. Here what is the arrangement we have taken? This is the first we have to take the same Young's double slit experiment. In that Young's double slit experiment, any one of the path we are using the optical beam. This is a one glass slab is introduced between the any one of the path. In that time, that optical glass, again this glass slab of the thickness is T, the glass slab of refractive index is mu. Now here in this condition, what we have to find out, what is a, because this value whenever we are introducing the glass slab, then what is the shift we have to find out. That value, before finding that one, we have to know the what is a optical path difference. Here optical path difference optical path difference is delta x is equals to mu2 upon mu1 minus 1 into thickness of the glass plate. Here in this mu2 value is a glass slab, mu1 is a 1. Here 1 we can say mu1 is A and mu2 is a medium. Okay, now we can write the optical path difference is equals to mu minus 1 into T. Optical path difference we got it. In this, whenever we are using this optical path difference mean, according to this path, whenever we are introducing this path is increased by the mu1 S1 minus 1 times of thickness of the glass plate. Means this value is increased, the path difference of the S1 is increased whenever we are using the glass slab. That's why I am writing the effective path, therefore the effective path. The effective path, what is that? S1P effective. How it will be? Initially is S1P added with delta X, optical path difference. Now this value is S1P plus mu minus 1 into T. This is the S1P effective. S1P value we got it. S1P value is S1P plus mu minus 1 into T. If I take the condition for, therefore for central maxima. For central maxima, what is that? Delta X is equals to 0. Your path difference, how we can take? The path difference is the delta X is equals to S1P effective minus S2P. But here path difference is a 0, therefore what we can write? S1P effective is equals to S2P. S1P value substitute here, that is S1P plus mu minus 1 into T is equals to S2P. Therefore I am writing S2P minus S1P is equals to mu minus 1 into T. Here S2P minus S1P is nothing but what is that? We are taking like that. This is a delta X. Now if I write delta X is equals to mu minus 1 into T. The path difference, we got it, path difference delta X is equals to mu minus 1. But here what we have to find out? We have to find out y value, we need to find out. If you want to find the y value, here what is delta X plus mu minus 1 into T. This is a path difference, we got it. By using the y value, for example, if you take the central maxima, what will happen? Y is equals to n lambda. Then here the path difference, we got it. According to this path difference, y value, but according to the Young's double slit exponent, without the fringe, here the value we can write it delta X is equals to y the small d upon capital D is equals to mu minus 1 into T. But we want to find out the y value, that is a therefore lateral shift is y, the y is equals to mu minus 1 T capital D upon small. That value it is a shift y. Yes, I am writing shift lateral shift. The shift is equals to the mu minus 1 into T. This value can I write beta upon lambda. Here the lateral shift in terms of capital D and small d, and the lateral shift in terms of angular fringe width and wavelength of the light. Here beta is equals, what is the value? Therefore beta is equals to lambda capital D upon small d. Now if I write this value, beta upon lambda is equals to capital D upon small d. Okay, that value only I substituted here. The lateral shift in terms of capital D upon small d, and the in terms of angular fringe width to wavelength of the light. this is a one condition. Whenever we are introducing, either if you this formula is applicable for either if you introduce the glass slab in first part or second part, any one, either one S1P or S2P. If you substitute, the shift is the way this position is shifted. That shifting, change of the position, we can say displacement is shifted, lateral shift or lateral displacement. That formula is y is equals to mu minus 1 into t mu upon beta upon lambda, where mu is a refractive index, t is the thickness of the glass slab, beta is a angular linear fringe width, lambda is a wavelength. Here, for example, in this condition, if you want to find the thickness of the glass slab, here we want to find the thickness of the glass slab. That time, therefore, thickness of the glass slab. The thickness of the glass slab, we can write it, therefore T is equals to, we can write y the small d upon capital D into mu minus 1. It is in terms of beta, or we can write this value y lambda upon beta into mu minus 1. It is a thickness of the glass slab. To find the thickness of the glass slab, by using this formula we can find out. Here y is a position displacement, when the shift, d is a distance between the two slits. The small d is distance between the two slits, and the capital D is a distance between the screen and the slits. The thickness of the glass plate, we got it. Now if you take some note points, we can discuss. Here, the first point, this value, if you find the, here, the y value is mu minus 1, the lateral shift. Mu is equals mu minus 1 into t mu beta upon lambda. If the lambda is changes, if you want to take the single color, the shift is equal. If you change the different colors, the fringe width is, the lateral shift is different. Here the first point we can write different wavelength, different shift, lateral shift. If you take the only single wavelength, the lateral shift is the same. If you take a different wavelength, lateral shift is different. If you find the, in this condition, if you want to find the number of fringes, if you want to find the number of fringes, this number of fringes formula we can write, it is the lateral shift upon linear fringe width. Okay, here the number of fringes we can write n is equals to lateral shift is y, it is beta. If you substitute the lateral shift formula here, this beta value if you substitute here what will happen, beta will cancel, the number of fringes is equals to, this is n value mu minus 1 into t upon lambda. If you want to write this value, the number of fringes, how to find out the number of fringes on the lateral shape, mu minus 1 into t upon lambda. Here same we can discuss this value for second. For bright fringes. For bright fringes, this formula we can write n lambda. No? This value of bright fringes, to find the bright fringes, n lambda is equals to mu minus 1 into t. It is to find the bright fringes. If you want to find the bright fringes whenever it is introduced, that time we have to take the bright fringes formula. Here n lambda is equals to delta x. Means here we can find out the path difference. Already we have discussed the path difference is equals to what is that? Mu minus 1 into t. Optical, this is the optical path difference. Now if you take third one for bright dark fringes, the dark fringes, this value we can write 2n minus 1 lambda 2 is equals to mu minus 1 into t. It is a formula for dark fringes. Whenever we are using the optical slab, means glass slab between the any one path, where we have to find the number of fringes we can find by using this formula, and bright fringes, dark fringes. After phase difference and path difference also we can take it. The path difference, write down this one. After this I will explain path difference. Now again we are going to discuss the another concept. In this another concept, what is that? Two paths. Between the two paths we are inserting the two glass slabs. The two glass slabs of first glass slab of refractive index is mu1, second glass slab of refractive index is mu2. This concept we can discuss in two cases. The two cases, the first case is if the two refractive index, the two glass plates of the thickness is same, that time what is a lateral shift? If the two thicknesses of glass slabs are different, what is a lateral shift? The first one, in the first case, I am taking the two cases. We can discuss this concept. Now I am taking T1 is equals to T2. It is a T1 and this is a 2. I am considering two thicknesses are equal. The directly formula I am writing. The Y shift, lateral shift is equals to formula mu1 minus mu2 T into capital D upon small d. It is a lateral shift in terms of capital D and small d. If you take this in terms of angular linear, B is equals to mu1 minus mu2 into T beta upon lambda. This is also another formula for lateral shift. Now the case number 2, I am taking the case number 2 is, in this case number 2, T1 is not equals to T2. The two glass slabs of thickness is different thicknesses. At that time, what is a lateral shift? Now I am taking the lateral shift. Y is equals to, we can write it, this value is the mu1 minus 1 into T1 minus mu2 minus 1 into T2 all bracket of capital D upon small. Okay, then this value also we can write in terms of beta. That time mu1 minus 1 into T1 minus mu2 minus 1 into T2 beta upon lambda. Okay, these two formulas, whenever the thickness of the glass plates are different. The thickness of the glass plates are different. We have to discuss. We have to substitute these values, and we will get the lateral shift. In this case, if you take the path difference, for example, if you want to find the path difference, the path difference delta x is equals to this value we can write y small d upon capital D plus mu2 minus 1 into T2 minus mu1 minus T mu minus 1 into T. This is a path difference of the lateral shift. Whenever the two glass slabs are introduced between the two paths, path difference we can find out like that, and phase difference or shift we can find out like here also. If you write the path difference, therefore delta x path difference, in this case we can write the path difference delta x is equals to y the small d upon capital D minus mu1 minus mu2 into T. This is the path difference whenever we introduce thickness of the glass slabs are equal. If the thickness of the glass slabs are unequal, we have to use this. Otherwise, if you change this value mu2 minus mu, if you take the place here mu2 minus mu1 also we can write. This is the path difference. The different of the case number according to the two thickness are different. Here according to the case number 1, two thicknesses are equal. According to the T1 is equals to T2. This is nothing but T I am taking. This is the way we have to find out. Here, if I take some special cases here, in these two conditions, again, lambda is there. If you the lambda is different, means different colors, the different lateral shape we will get. The number of bright fringes, dark fringes also we can find out. If you take the shape path phase difference, what is the phase? Delta phi is equals to, what is the formula? 2 pi upon lambda into delta x. If I take a single path difference, we can take this value. Now I am taking a delta phi is equals to 2 pi by lambda into mu minus 1 into t. This is for one glass slab. If we take the two glass slab, already delta x value there, we can substitute. We can find the value of path difference, relation between the path difference and phase difference. Now the second value, second condition we can find out whenever. This condition, if I discuss the second value, for central maximum. For central maximum, what is that? Delta x value is 0. Delta x value is 0. This y value also where it will be? It will form here. In this form here, like automatically the y value also what will happen? 0. If you substitute x value 0, y value is 0. If you substitute in this equation, what we will get? Then u2 minus 1 into t2 is equals to u1 minus 1 into t1. If I take the ratio of T1 upon thickness of the first glass plate to second glass plate, we can write it u2 minus 1 upon u1 minus 1. This is by using this formula also we can find out the thickness of the unknown glass plate. Okay, this is a complete story about the Young's double slit experiment. Here some modification also there. Whenever this all concept we are discussing, the theta means source is parallel to the principal axis. Another concept also is there. The source is below the principal axis and above the principal axis. According to that also we can find out the path difference and phase difference. That we will discuss later. Up to here, this all concept is along this source is along the principal axis, then only it will possible. If the source is below the principal axis or above the principal axis, it will not applicable. That concept we will discuss later. Up to here, you note down. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me.